On our way to Sun Lake's Dry Falls State Park, we came across one of these signs on the Caribou Cattle Trail again. So that was kind of interesting. Anyway, come along as we explore and camp at Sun Lake's Dry Falls State Park. Hey guys, we are here at Sun Lake's Dry Falls State Park over by Coulee City, Washington. We got here actually a couple days ago, so we got the camp set up. And we're in space number 19, full hookup site. And these full hookup sites, at least in this area, there's a couple little loops. And I got some on the outside and then some on the inside of the loop there. And the inside you back up right into this little green area here. So anyway, there's some of the outside ones there. And then you got the big walls there in the front. You can see why they call it the Coulee area, the Grand Coulees. Anyway, we'll walk in here to the site. Got the dog pen all set up. They're sitting here enjoying the sun. The day we got here, it got a little windy, and then the next day it was really windy to the point where you could hardly keep your door. Well, you had to be careful opening and closing the door either. Depending on what direction it came from, you either had to push it open or you had to hold on to it so it didn't slam open. So anyway, and Karen is over there soaking up the sun in her new lounger, which has a nice cushion on it, got from her son Ken for Christmas. So, and the dogs are out here enjoying the sun, as you can see. So we'll try to take a little bit more pictures, but yeah, here's the view from our campsite. So we're going to be doing some exploring here. We'll go up to the visitor center later and look at the Dry Falls area. Yeah, there's two loops up here, and then between the two loops they have the bathrooms there. This is mid-April, and when we're here, both of the men's and women's restrooms were closed, but they unisex type bathrooms, there's two of them, and they were both open, and they were equipped with showers, which actually were free. So that was nice. And they got a little day use picnic area up here too. So there's several trails around here. The one thing they warn you about is that there's rattlesnakes in the area, so you got to be mindful of that. There's also ticks, quite a few ticks. We've found several of them. Found one on the dog, had to pick that one off, but we've also found a couple on ourselves that we've had to, not on us, but inside, either on our clothing or that type of thing. So that's another thing they warn you about. They have little signs talking about the ticks in there if you go, especially if you go walking on the trails and through the tall brushy grass. And here we are, day 4 in the morning here, a nice sunny morning. Dogs are out enjoying a little morning snooze there. As you can see, the weather's just perfect. Kind of cold this morning though. I mean, it was about 30, 34, so cool morning, but it's warming up really quick with the sun. Here is some of the lower campground area. I just take a few pictures here. It looks like this maybe have been part of the older campground area. As you can see, it's the trees are a lot thicker and bigger here, but this gives you an idea. It's pretty open down here. This looks like the tent area, or at least it's a lot of the non-serviced area. And then they got some here also along this bank here. And then they got one large restroom right over there. And they're up there a ways. You can see up through the trees, see some trailers there, some serviced area So they got full service hookups down here, and also. But as you can see, yeah, you got some pretty big trees here. Let me go by this one. You can see some of these maple or whatever trees those are. They are pretty big. Oh, there we go. Anyway, that gives you an idea of what this is. And then of course there's the golf course. You can see a couple guys playing, and you can see the flag there on the tee. And there's some more of the golf course too. So that's part of the 9-hole golf course that's part of the park. Anyway, it gives you an idea of what the lower campground here looks like. There's a view that overlooks the campground. We can see where we're camping right down there, just in front of those lakes out there. And then of course you can see the rest of the campground here, and there's the golf course. I think it's a 9-hole golf course. And there's the state park there, and then over here you have Sun Lake Resorts, which is managed by the Sun Lakes Resorts, and then the state helps maintain the thing too. So right now they're getting ready for summer, putting out all the swimming platforms and stuff. So anyway, that's what it looks like down here in the Coulee. Okay, here we are at Dry Falls. That's part of the Sun Lake Dry Falls State Park. And there's some of there's a little road. I think it's from the state park, and it comes all the way up here. And to walk out, we got this little viewing platform. It comes all the way up here to here. And as you can see, there's quite a few boats down there too. You can see the cars that they drove up here and parked, and they're out there fishing, I guess. Yeah. There's the visitor center up there. And there's Karen out on the overlook there, looking down into the Dry Falls Lake. There's kind of just the whole area again. We took a little drive. The Sun Lakes Park here has several roads that go out to different lakes and some trails. So we followed this one out to what's called Deep Lake. So there's a trail that goes along the lake also. But yeah, I'll turn the camera around and show you some of what the Deep Lake looks like. It's about a 2.5 mile drive out from the park. And there's a nice facility here. There's restrooms, there's picnic tables, there's a nice boat launch too if you had a boat. Although right now there's no fishing allowed right now. I just looking out at the lake, I just saw a fish jump also. But anyway, I'll turn it around. It's nice for boating or kayaking, so I'll turn it around. Okay, here's the start of the trail, the Deep Lake Trail. Across the little bridge here. Looks like there's a little creek there too, so we'll head out on the trail for a little bit. Doesn't look too bad. Like I say, I had to spray my legs down with some Deep Woods Off. As they do say, there are ticks up in this area, so as we have found out from picking 2 of them off our dogs from camp, so got to be careful walking in, getting into any of the deep grass. So yeah, just stepped off the trail here to take a look at some of these rock formations out here. You can see those vertically stacked rocks there. And looking down Deep Lake, or down that area, down the canyon that way, boy, you can just see all the rocks stacked all over the place. Okay, let's get back on the trail. There's looking back a little ways, down the trail here, looking back, that's the boat dock back there. And then we just... There's looking down the lake. Got these markers marking along the trail, but I came here and yeah, it's kind of different. They got a couple of different markers here, so not sure if you got little side trails you can take off if you want. We'll stick the ones closer to the lake here. This one's not even marked, but it looks more well used than some of the other ones. So anyway, just kind of followed one that seemed to be the most well used, so we'll just continue on through here and see what we can find. Well, I don't know if I reached the end or not, but I went ahead and call her quits here. There's the lake down there. As you can see, as you get farther down there, pretty soon you got the rocks just go right, the water comes right up to the rocks there. No more walking along the lake anymore. So yeah, if you got a kayak or canoe or something, boy, this would be a fun little paddle. Anyway, we're gonna head back. Okay, here's the nice dock, nice concrete ramp here for launching, but yeah, it makes it easy for kayaks too. And just to give you an idea, here's the parking lot area for the Deep Lake area here. As you can see, they got restrooms, which actually the signs on them say closed, so I guess that's not good. But they do have a little picnic area here too. We headed over to Sun Lakes Resort to try out their 18-hole miniature golf course that they have there. Okay, here's Karen. First hole in our putting golf. Uh-oh, right behind the rock. And there's the hole. Okay, here's Mom going for the putt. Hey, there we go. Okay, we got hole number 5. Uphill.
Thank you.
She made it over. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh no, it stayed up there.
Oh, thank you.
Here we go. Another try at this hole. Oh!
I had to get from behind the rock.
I see. Hey, there we go. Hey guys, we're gonna go on the Umatilla Rock Trail. About a 2.5 mile trail, and it's gonna go around. Kind of hard to get to. It's gonna go around this rock formation. So we'll take you along on this hike. As you can see, the trail is pretty well marked. And actually, over upcoming there, they got these little plastic signs here, show you mark the different area, or the trail anyway. Yeah, big band here. Walk down this valley. Pretty neat. It's just dead quiet out here, except for a little wind. But it's pretty neat. I'll just keep doing a little pan. valley of rocks. Really neat. And yeah, as you can see, the trails well marked. Sorry about the jittery. Didn't bring the gimbal, like I said. So yeah, you can see the trail's well marked. So, and you can see it even over on that little hill there. So yeah, really neat. Kind of like going through the land that time forgot or something. Yeah, behind me up there is just about the end of this ridge, and we're gonna go around that and then go back down the other side and come back at the trailhead. But I thought I'd show you. Swinging around there. Yep. There's the valley that we've been walking up. Oh, pretty cool. Take some pictures when I get up around the bend there and go around the end of this ridge here, which is this ridge up behind me here. We're going to be going around the north end of it. Well, we made it to the end of the rock ridge here, and we are just about to go down below there. You can see that lake down there. Oh, sorry for the movement. Sorry for the movement there. Yeah, that lake there, that's Dry Falls Lake. Sorry about the wind, but here we are on the other side of this rock ridge up there. And swinging around, you can see the building up there. That is the Dry Falls Visitor Center that we were at earlier. And here's Dry Falls Lake. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and hit the subscribe button so you can follow along on our journey.